Hey, it's Erin Wathen, EW Wellness Solutions, and today we're talking about finding a tribe. To help us out, we have the theme from Friends. Great example of a tribe. Friends is actually pretty popular still. It's going strong on Netflix. My 12-year-old watches it. I think she probably watched more Friends than I did. I gave up in the middle, got kind of boring, right? After they were on a break and all that stuff. So, do we have a tribe and not know it? You might have a friend from college, a friend from high school, a really good friend where you live now, and a friend from where you used to work. And collectively you have enough girlfriends that when it goes down, you have people you can count on. Maybe you have them all in your town. I don't know. Everyone's different. Brene Brown calls them her move a body in the middle of the night friends. Someone that if she called them up and said, I need you now, no questions asked, they'd come over and help them move a dead body, assuming she killed someone. Those are your tribe. Yes, there are a lot more people in my phone and a lot more people in my Christmas card list and a lot of people who come to my parties, but as far as someone who I would call if I needed help moving a dead body, that list is different. Not that I have any dead bodies need to be moved or anything. So when we're talking about a tribe, your squad, your crew, whatever lingo you want to use, it doesn't need to be huge. That really needs to be said. Oftentimes, we think we need a gigantic group of girlfriends who know everything about us. Quality over quantity in this one. You don't need 12 girlfriends that know everything about you. Do you necessarily trust them all? There's nothing as crappy feeling as when you tell someone something personal and they either downplay it, one-up you, or tell other people. That sort of stuff still happens at my age. I'm like, really? Really? But if you don't bother with people that aren't in your tribe, you don't have to worry about that. So you need a tribe to support you. Life can be difficult, life can be rough. It's a different relationship than you have with your family members, with your partner, with your siblings. It's a very chosen relationship, right? And it's a long-term one. So when we have a tribe, you got to really love them, really treat them well, and help them move the dead bodies, right? So how does your vibe attract your tribe? You've seen that on t-shirts before, yoga studios and such, right? Well, think about it. Like attracts like, right? So if you have a bunch of really positive, successful people, they typically are friends with other positive and successful people. You have a bunch of negative Nellies together, they're typically hanging out with each other complaining. So just be aware, like, who are you kind of drawn to? Because as we get older, we change, right? So the kind of person you were when you were 20 versus 35 could be different. Or you might have friends and when you were in the third grade, I don't know, everyone's different. But be aware that friendship's always changing and evolving. And that's okay. It's totally okay. Self-love comes into this because when we love ourselves, we're able to determine who a good friend is and who is not. Because sometimes, like I've gone over, you have to break up with a friend. Or just do the slow fade in which, hey, they don't really make the cut for my tribe, so I'm just going to pull back as far as what we talk about, how much I let them into my inner circle. And you know what? They might not even know the difference, but you know, and that's okay. But you have to love yourself enough and be in touch with yourself enough to know they're not really worthy of knowing that about me. Because you know what? They probably wouldn't help me move a dead body if I had one, which I totally don't right now. And I'm sure you don't either. No dead bodies in your basement. So when we love each other and love ourselves, we're better at drawing lines of like, you know what? She's really great at the club. She's really great for this. But as far as someone I can really count on, not so much. And it's one of these situations where not so much is good enough, like good enough to not pass the test. So when we're attracting our tribe or figuring out who's in our tribe, anyone you're not so sure about, that's enough. And again, you do not need 45 people in this group. When we love ourselves enough to have a tribe, to really acknowledge who they are, treat them really well. Because you know what? They will treat you very well. And when we love ourselves, we can love them right back. Because let's think about it. The people who one-up you, who downplay your pain, your secrets, your stuff, or who gossip about you, they're not very happy. That's why they do rotten things like that. We can feel sorry for them later. In the meantime, don't let them in. They can be on the outside. Self-love runs through so many of these things. And when you really look at it, it's such an important lesson. But how often are we really told, today we're going to learn about self-love, ladies? We're not. But it can impact so much of our lives and improve our lives once we have it down. All right, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.